7:44. I tell you what does exist. It's a great event called Ride the Rideau. Shawn Hoey is here. He's going to be a participant for a good reason. Michell Van Vliet is also here from the Ottawa Hospital Foundation. Welcome to you both.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Ride the Rideau is a fabulous event, first of all. Yeah, it's one of those bike rides that a lot of people get involved with, and for various reasons. But Shawn, you have an excellent reason for doing so.
I do. The day after Mother's Day, my mom passed away.
This past year?
This past year.
Yeah.
So a little over 3 months ago. She had a very aggressive form of cancer. She was only diagnosed a little over a month before that. So it was, she went into the hospital with complaining of back pain.
Yeah.
And the back pain, the doctor suspected that it was lymphoma. And a biopsy confirmed that it was cancer, but it was not lymphoma. And they brought her over to the cancer unit on the 5th floor of the General Hospital to tap into the experts that we have here. And unfortunately, they weren't able to determine exactly what kind of cancer it was, but they did realize that it had metastasized into her bones, and that the original prognosis was that she'd have 6 months to a year, and then that evaporated to 6 months and then down to 4 weeks.
It was over pretty quick.
Very quick. Extremely
Not a lot of time to say goodbye to your mom.
Fortunately, my father and both my sisters were there with her when she passed.
Right, right. That is why you've kind of dedicated this Ride the Rideau, a 100-kilometer cycling event, by the way, from Ottawa to Merrickville, to your mom, Inez.
Inez Hoey, yes.
That's very nice. Had you ever done anything like this before?
Like this? No, I hadn't.
No?
No, after the diagnosis, I was flipping through the community newspaper, and there was an invitation for a call to action, and I said, that's something that I'm going to do. We still had a fighting chance at this point, and so I asked my mom if she'd be okay with me sort of letting people know that she was sick to help out with some fundraising, and she said yes, and she was happy that I was participating, happy that I was doing something with it, and but it was a little daunting at the beginning.
Yeah.
And so we have to raise $1,500, and
to be part of it.
To be part of it.
Yeah.
And so I thought, all right, we'll just do a little fundraiser at my store. What
kind of store do you have?
Global Pet Foods.
Oh, nice.
Carla Briones has been on the show a couple times.
Exactly.
Yes. So my wife. And so we did a fundraiser there, but then it's taken on a life of its own. I feel like all of the good karma that my mom has put out over a lifetime has sort of come back.
I tend to believe in that sort of thing, Michelle, and you've seen many cases like this, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I tend to believe in that good things come of from good people, even though bad things happen to them. And obviously, what took your mom so quickly is not a good thing. But the legacy that people leave behind is often something I often expect from people like your mom. I didn't know your mom, but I can tell she was a great lady.
We're trying to make a positive out of a negative, and have colleagues, friends, family.
And isn't what an event like this is all about? When you see people like Shawn doing the Ride for the Rideau, raising money for the hospital?
It inspires our team at the foundation every day. So not only do we have 21 cancer survivors, we've got teams of cancer researchers, the head of our research institute, and then people like Shawn and others. It's one degree of separation. Unfortunately, cancer touches so many of us.
Yeah.
And for people to get involved in an activity like this, Ride the Rideau, we're only heading into our 3rd year. We've got about 700 riders, 65 teams from families to corporates. Taking this ride, a physical challenge, 100K from Ottawa to Merrickville, the fundraising challenge, but all with the goal of making an impact in the fight against cancer.
Oftentimes the fundraising challenge is harder than the physical act itself, but I think you've got a handle on that. Can people still get involved in the race?
Yeah, so Ride the Rideau happens September 8th.
Yeah.
So right now, we'd love to encourage people, if they think that they can ride 100K and raise $1,500, you can still register online at ridetherideau.ca. The other option is, as I said, we've got about 700 people. Maybe take the opportunity to go online and make a donation and sponsor somebody to ride for you.
I'd sponsor Shawn.
You should.
I'd appreciate that.
We can still do it, eh?
You still can, ridethereader.ca.
Simple as that. Good luck to you, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Good on you.
Thank you very much.